Hello guys and welcome to Diablo Immortal video. Today I just, first of all, a few changes. I switched to the Demon Hunter. Since I didn't make that much progress yet, I just started a new character and grinded to the point where I actually was. There's a new event, I kind of want to do it. So now I'm playing as a Demon Hunter and there's no glitches or bugs so far, and I'm also playing on the controller, which is really cool. I'm enjoying playing on the controller way more. Let me just kill this guy real quick. Oh, look at that. We just got stuff. Awesome. I wanted to address an issue. A lot of people are saying that this game is extremely pay to win. That it's super predatory in its monetization tactics. And I watched a video by Charlie recently, and I like Charlie. Charlie is one of my favorite YouTubers. But I completely disagreed with that video, unfortunately, because... Okay, sorry, I'm just gonna voice over this part because it's impossible to play while trying to talk as well. Okay, so in his video, Charlie, or Moist Critical, he basically said that he hasn't played the game, he has no intention in playing the game, and yet he expressed a lot of very negative, strong opinions about the game and its monetization system without playing it. Like, it blows my mind. He referenced a few articles, a few things that other people said. Basically, he did not play the game, so that's my main issue. If you want to make such strong opinions, especially if you have such a huge platform, at least play the game, man. I love you, Charlie, but I have to disagree with you there. Now, I've seen a lot of articles, I've seen a lot of videos about people talking a lot of crap about this game, and it feels like the main issue that people have is that it takes $100,000 to max out one character. That's basically from people who data mined the game. So some of the deals that they took into account are not even in the game yet, and we don't know if they're ever gonna make into the game. We don't know if those deals are gonna change, if some systems are gonna change. You have to keep in mind the game just came out. So it's very likely that over time, especially if people are gonna keep complaining, they're gonna change it, and it's gonna be less than that. But my main issue with this logic is, does it really matter how much money it takes to max out a character? In my opinion, the most important part is it possible as a free-to-play to still have fun in the game and still be competitive, more or less, in the end game? And from all the research that I did, the answer is pretty much yes. There is absolutely nothing in this game that is locked behind a paywall. You can pay to get things faster, but everything that you can pay for, you can get as a free-to-play. It might take you a long time, it might take you a very long time, but it is possible. Also, some videos... okay, first of all, let me give you a disclaimer. I just started playing this game. I'm not end game, I'm not even middle game. I'm level 20 right now when I'm saying this. And I'm sure it's gonna get probably more predatory, but I haven't had a single deal thrown into my face and just feeling like I have to, absolutely have to purchase it. A lot of videos were criticizing, for example, them having a beginner pack that even shows that it's 800%, you become 800% stronger, but that's not what it's showing. 800% means that you get 800% resources compared to the price, compared to the regular offers. But even, like, the point is, every single game has beginner packs, like cheap beginner packs that, yeah, they're meant to make people think that they're getting a lot of value for a very small price, so they won't think twice about buying the pack. And, like, you can't blame this game for being the only one doing it. Literally every single game, pretty much every single game has some sort of beginner packs and stuff like that. Now, there is also progression, like, it's like a battle pass but like you need to log in every day during a certain period of time to claim rewards. And if you miss a day, you miss rewards. Now, again, people are acting like this game invented this technique. There is so many games using exactly the same system. Raid Shadow Legends, Marvel Future Evolution. Those are just the ones that I played recently. And is it really bad? Like, you don't... like, if you're playing this game every day, those packs usually provide way better deals than, for example, buying gems or stuff like that directly. And you don't even have to buy them. There's just an option. If somebody's an active player and wouldn't mind supporting the game, they may purchase it. So again, I feel, and I'm not trying to defend Blizzard, I know they had a lot of bad rep recently, but it has nothing to do with the game. I feel like this game had a lot of bad rep before it even came out. And I can understand why. The way they presented it on the convention, I don't remember which one was it. Basically, the first time they announced the game, that it's going to be a mobile game, they did a very, very poor job of presenting and announcing the game. So the game was hated even before it came out. So honestly, it feels like no matter what the game was, when it came out, people would still find a reason to hate it because they decided they wanted to hate it from the very start. And there's probably a few good reasons. I've never played Diablo games, and from what I hear, this is very different. But it's also, as far as I know, the first free-to-play Diablo game, which means you don't have to pay anything. But also, basically, I feel like the main issue why people have so much problem with monetization in this game is because previous Diablo games, they weren't for mobile. And this is the first mobile Diablo game, and people who, let's say, played previous Diablo games, all those channels who played previous, Blizzard PC games, they're just not familiar with the current state of mobile game monetization. For them, it feels like Blizzard, like, completely, like, the greediest game in the whole universe. But guys, we all know that's not true. I play a lot of mobile games. I've tried a lot of mobile games in my time, and Blizzard doesn't even... I mean, I'm not gonna say doesn't come close. I feel like it's exactly... like, it's using exactly the same tactics. Every single predatory tactic that people basically express their hate towards, they didn't invent it. Those tactics have been used in mobile games for a pretty long time. Every single tactic. There is not a single thing inside this game that is more predatory than some other games who are using the same tactics. Not a single one. I'm not saying it's good. I feel like a lot of mobile games have issues with being predatorily monetized, but I just don't want people to think that this is the first or the only game who does this kind of monetization. It's not. And it's a big problem that this is kind of like an industry standard by now. It is a problem, but it's like, what are you supposed to do if every other game uses those tactics? Why would you not use it if people prove that works? People actually spend lots and lots of money when the tactics like this are used. Do you actually blame this particular game or Blizzard for it, or do you blame the whole industry and the way it's developed? Blizzard just taking advantage from what is already there. So, in my opinion, it's not fair that they are the only ones at this point being held accountable for this, because they haven't started it. There's a lot of other companies who exploit exactly the same techniques and incredibly predatory. And from my experience, in my opinion, what makes Diablo Immortal slightly better in this case is that they actually have an incredible game. This is one thing that everybody agrees on. Every single reviewer that I've seen saying bad stuff about their monetization agree that this is an incredible game. Super fun, Super great gameplay, beautiful graphics, beautiful sound, everything, like very, very well made game. So I just don't understand how you can say that this is really well made game and then basically say that nobody should play this garbage just because they have a few questionable monetization tactics. They're not making you spend $100,000 to max out your character. I would even argue that you shouldn't try to rush maxing out your character, because once you maxed out your character, what is there left to do? In my opinion, if the game is fun and you really enjoy the gameplay, it's okay to spend long amount of time grinding to making your character stronger every single day. Like, as long as the process is fun, I will take the game that is fun but it is heavily monetized versus the game that is not heavily monetized but it's so boring and not interesting to play at all. Anyway, this is just my opinion, not defending Blizzard, just saying they're not the first ones, they're not the only ones, and they have an actually really good game. Oh boy, my first dungeon. Well, that looks fun. We're gonna get some XP. Yeah, sure, let's find the party. Let's see how this is gonna go. I have no idea how dungeons work, but it's exciting. Alright, so my footage got destroyed my first 2 runs of this dungeon. It was unfortunate, but it's okay because now it's fixed. So let me tell you something. These dungeons are so much fun. The bosses here are so fun. And this is just the first dungeon. I'm sure there's going to be more difficult ones. You get lots of loot from here. I got a few rare, really good items. And it's just fun. This is the most important part. You can argue that this game is pay to win and like it takes $100,000 to max out your character, but you don't have to pay that money. That's the thing. You can actually just open the game and have fun. You don't have to pay money to max out your character. Maybe you will never get a 5-star gem as a free-to-play. Maybe you will. Maybe you will get lucky. The point is, you don't have to be maxed out to enjoy this game. You can grind the dungeons, you can find better loot every time, you can play with RNG as long as the game itself is fun. I don't see a problem with like just playing it in your free time, enjoying it, and slowly ranking up your power, getting better gear. Like, in my opinion, it's much better for the game to be not fun but very free-to-play friendly than fun and less free-to-play friendly. Look at this guy down there, it's so cool. This dungeon you can actually clear with just 2 people pretty easily. And I'm enjoying Demon Hunter so much. In my opinion, it's so much more fun than the wizard that I was initially. I'm just so glad I switched. Look at these rats getting wrecked. This guy is just, look at it, he's just trying to get out from down there. It's amazing. Oh, I like this boss. This boss is really, really fun. He has a lot of pretty cool skills and abilities. Oh, God. Yeah, look at the loot. Sick. Alright, let's move to the next location. I'm sorry if the sound is very quiet right now. I can't really adjust it for some reason. Like, It doesn't doesn't let me interact with anything else. But I'm sure it's a decent volume. I love this ability. His knives falling down is just they does so much damage if there's a big bunch of enemies. Once I get enough platinum, I'm gonna create my own clan. I still didn't figure out the way how I can farm platinum, how to make a clan. If you guys have any tips about making a clan, I would love to hear your ideas, because I would love to have my own clan in this game. Why the hell did it just get dark? What are these monsters that are just running like shadows? It's pretty interesting. Oh, we're very close to the final boss. Final boss is also very fun. Alright, let's clear this. I'm gonna open the chest right now, don't mind if I do. Also, controller is so good at it, like controls on the controller. I'm pretty sure you can connect controller to the phone as well, to the mobile version. Defeat the Skeleton King. Oh, ho, ho. Big chunky boy. Wow, we're melting. This guy is very high level, I think. He's melting this man. Oh, we're almost done here. Bye-bye. Look at all this loot. I'll take all of it. Awesome. Well done. Well done, my friend. Alright, we're gonna exit right here. Let's continue with the quest. So, just a few final thoughts about Diablo Immortal. I've been playing this game for like maybe 3 hours in total right now. And honestly, I'm having a lot of fun. And in my opinion, like, there is not that many games that I've played that were this much fun. So if you guys are, like, I see so many people, like, absolutely trashing this game, which, like, I just don't understand. They're just saying, and a lot of people who are trashing this game, they haven't even played the game. Again, so in my opinion, why this game got so much hate is because it's a Diablo game, which was usually not a mobile game. It was a full-blown PC game or console game. So once they got into the mobile, nobody knew what to expect. Like, people didn't know, it looks like, how like current mobile games are monetized, and people think that this Diablo, the Blizzard invented all of these predatory monetization techniques. But if they just play a few of the big, like, similar big mobile games, they will just see that all of them are exactly like this. Like, it's not even like they did not invent anything. I'm not trying to defend them. I know it's not like, it's not great. Like, there was probably... What the hell is happening? You have entered a solo story. I did? Okay. The point is, a lot of other games do exactly the same thing. Gonna build this boss. So Blizzard didn't really invent anything. They're just using the same predatory monetization techniques as pretty much a lot of other games. And I still think it's possible to enjoy the game as a free-to-play or maybe as a light spender. And the figure that they have, like ridiculous number 100,000 to max out a character, it might be true. I think the number comes from like basically takes into account where you install the game and you want to immediately max out your character, you have to pay 110,000. Doesn't take any progression whatsoever. So like I'm sure you can pay way less than that and still max out your character pretty fast if you just pick up the best deals there are. Oh god. And also, I'm sure it's possible to do it on free-to-play. It might take you a long time, but as long as you enjoy the process of leveling up and upgrading your character, like, I don't see the problem with that. They have to make money because it's a free-to-play game. Normally, they would get, like, $40 or whatever's the price of the game normally, like, for each sell. Now they can't because it's a free-to-play game, so they have to get that money from somewhere else. And in my opinion, it's better for the game to have like some terrible offers so the whales can whale out and support the game without getting like in PvP. Yeah, they're probably gonna get a decent advantage, but like it's still it has to be done. Every other game does it, so why would you expect this game to be different? All right, I think I'm done for now with the quest. I don't know what I just did, but I did something great. And yeah, again, I'm not in the end game yet, so I don't know how bad it's gonna get. But from what I've heard, everybody says the game is awesome, looks great, amazing gameplay, everything about it is amazing except monetization. So, in my opinion, why should it stop it? Would it be better if it costs like $10,000 to max out a character? Would it make it better? Do you really think it would make it better? In my opinion, there's going to be two main camps, whales and free-to-plays. There's also going to be maybe third camp of people who don't mind spending a little bit to gain a little bit of advantage. And those people probably going to get the most out of their money. Free-to-play people might get very slow progression because certain resources are hard to get. But if you're willing to spend maybe $10, $20 a month, which in my opinion is reasonable for nowadays, I think you can get a decent amount of stuff and still be able to eventually max out your account. But why chase getting maxed? I just don't get it, because once you're maxed, what's the point of playing? Anything you do will just give you resources that you don't need. You're already maxed. You can't make yourself even more powerful. So just enjoy the game. And if, like, my recommendation is to just play through the story at least. Finish the story, because you don't need to pay anything to be able to progress through the story. It's completely free. And if you like the game, by that time you will definitely be able to tell if you like the game or not. And if you like it, and if you don't mind a little bit of grinding, and especially, in my opinion, the social aspect of the game is very important. If you have friends to play with you and be able to consistently grind, you will be able to get very powerful in this game. If you are playing solo, it's still possible. There is party finders and stuff, but you might get people who are AFK or just not as powerful as you are, just dragging you down, but it's still possible. So I disagree with all the people who are saying don't play this game, it's a pay-to-win trash. The game is not trash. It is pay-to-win, but so are thousands of other games nowadays, especially mobile games. So just try it out. I highly recommend to try it out. Play some story, invest a couple hours in the game, and see if you enjoy it. And if you do, then keep playing. And if you don't, then don't. That's as simple as that. Anyway, I'm going to keep playing this game and making videos on it. So if you want to see more, subscribe to the channel, leave a like and a comment, and I'll see you in the next video. Thank you for watching. Take care.